outstanding.
I've got to see it.
Let's see.
That would be good.
What was that noise?
It's just sitting in the metal drawer, snapped out.
You're on a whoopee cushion.
Yeah, the cushion.
I can't see you.
Footrest. Yeah, you can see me.
Hello, Rover.
Hello there.
Why, it's recording, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I didn't know that.
We're tired of dying.
No. Let's not play games now and like make an act of game.
I'm not making an act.
No, I didn't mean now, Ben. Okay, as you can see, we're not in a good way. We're not in a good way. We're not going to make it. No, we've always known that, but we've tried to jolly along, but we're not going to make it. This is killing us. It's killing us. This cruelty that we don't understand. My ex-wife and Ben's mother not talking to us. Forgive me, but I know that Monty and Day Day are complicit and doing exactly the same as Mum, but it's Mum. It's all down to Mum.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't want to talk, doesn't want anything. And she don't want any change now in her neck.
of course she doesn't want any change.
If you're...
I'm sorry, you know.
They put pressure on me to bury you, and that's what I did, leave. And I buried you, and then I convinced...
When are you talking about? I don't know.
When they left in August 2015, they were putting pressure on me all along to bury you. It was like, way before Mum, I said, is Dad not planning a future? No. You know, when she dropped the birthday card off in 2015,
what about it? I don't remember that one.
when she dropped my birthday card off in 2015.
We're here.
Yeah.
But you were still going back and forth.
No, I don't think so.
You were. In March of that year, you were going back and forth up until the time they left.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, for Pete's sake. You
No,
can't even remember that.
I wasn't at that time.
You were going back and forth right up until the time they left.
They killed my love for you.
Hang on. Why did you change the subject then? Just
I
because?
wasn't. That's what they've done. And then I killed you and us even further.
When? You're just being
Well,
general
this
waffle.
August 2015, and now they just they think I'm a prisoner. They think you're mad. I made it worse. I don't know about me, but that's the way it is. They don't accept responsibility for what they've done. What they've done is they've broken me. They've broken you. They've broken me. They won't take responsibility for their own faults, their own actions. And they won't even talk. Not even one letter, one text.
This is just for Day Day. When you decided to dump me, and to dump me for good, you killed me.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a guilt trip? No. It is. is, to use the
Yeah.
crappy old current saying.
Mhm.
Guilt trip? Fine, it's a guilt trip. But how did you ever convince yourself that it wouldn't kill me? Did you think I was going to just spend a few months or a year or so getting over it and then carry on with my life? My life stopped on August the 3rd, 1998. And it got even worse in whenever it was, I've forgotten now. Something like March or April of 2000. When you finally decided to dump me, I called Mum a 4-letter word. Yeah, I called her a 4-letter word because I was absolutely out of my mind with pain and horror, because after 2 years of that injunction that stopped me having any effective communication with Monty, she decided to reapply, go to the judge, turn on the tears. It was a real performance, and I think the judge knew it too, but he wanted to protect his ass and play safe, so he reinstated the injunction, and it lasted another 2 years. 4 years in all. But he did say that day, as I've said before, he said, and not to me, I don't know how you can do this. He meant keep on fighting like this in court at the expense of all our kids' happiness. I don't know how you can do this. Quote, I remember it all. I couldn't do it, he said. It's like sticking needles in your children's eyes. We had t-shirts. We made our own t-shirts of that. I think I've said this a couple of times. Now, what the hell, anyway? It's
Yeah, we're
part of our
repeating
history.
ourselves. What else?
Well, we can't bloody remember everything, can we? 20 years of living it. It's just, you know. But Dave, getting back to you, you must have known that. It absolutely nearly finished me, because I wasn't seeing much of Ben then. And I know what, I don't blame you in a sense. I don't blame you. You were, what, 17? No, hang on. You were 2000, you would have been 18. 18. No, wait a minute. Yes, 18. And you had your A-levels through that year, and I didn't want to make waves, so I let it ride, and then it's like everything else, you let it ride.
Yeah.
I remember the way you, that day then you came down to see me on your own, just after I'd heard about the injunction. And I said I lost my temper. What are you doing now? Not crying, I hope.
Not crying.
I cry a lot. We cry all the time, don't worry. It's just I don't think we need, perhaps we do, perhaps you should see us really just crying.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'd rather talk. Get together and talk.
Just talk.
This is going out tonight. No, you're talking to them, pleading with them. It's not going to work. The only thing that's going to work is going on the, what's it called? YouTube, going on our vlog, telling our story to the world. Yeah, and hopefully something good will come of that. It's like a message in a bottle floating on the sea. Nonetheless, it's all we've got. Dave, I did it to my father. I cut him dead after my mother and my father divorced. But my father, even when he died, I had no feeling for him whatsoever. He'd never shown me love, interest of any kind in his life. So it was kind of easy for me to you know, wipe him out of my mind. How the hell did you ever convince yourself that I didn't love you? And then to go from all that love and loyalty you were showing me to telling Ben in the last year or so, no, going back, because you haven't talked to him in 2.5 years, going back about 3 to 4 years, you said to him, when he was asking you, as you said, oh, please talk to Dad, and he said, I owe the man nothing. Is it, I owe nothing to the man?
I owe nothing to the man.
I owe nothing to the man. Dad's horrible.
I owe nothing to the man.
What?
Oh, God.
What? I'm not asking. He doesn't owe me anything. I didn't think he owed me anything. So we loved each other.
Yeah.
I just love him and want to be with him as much as I possibly can. Talk to him. I owe nothing to the man. Dad's horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dad's horrible. We all know what he's like. He'll never amount to anything. Well, yeah, I'm not going to amount to anything because I've never had any ambition
just to be a dad.
to amount to anything. No, let me finish. Let me speak for myself, please. You speak for yours. Come here. Come here. Hey, no, don't, please. No, it's what you want, but I think it feels it's like... Anyway. What was I talking about? About Day and...
You didn't have to amount to anything because you weren't...
Yeah. The only thing I ever wanted to do was draw and paint and write stories and write. Okay? Mainly artwork is the thing that... My year in art college, or 2 years in art college, was the most intensive and the most exciting and fulfilling time of my life. The only other time, all the work I've ever done, all the rest of it has only been for money. Which is, okay, you know, fine. And I'd have carried on doing all the supply I could get. And that was pretty shitty. Any work I'd have done. I should have become a house husband. And maybe been more value to everybody looking after the house and doing all the cooking and tidying and things. Because I couldn't get a permanent job. And yeah, but if you want to tell me the truth, no, I'll never amount to anything because I don't believe in anything. I think this world is a complete and absolute mystery, and a pretty terrifying one most of the time. Beautiful as well. Beautiful and terrifying.
Yin and yang.
But the only thing that gets us through is family. I was never happy. Never ever happy. Until my 3 boys were born. Being with them, just talking with them. The whole world is right and it'll never be right again. And I'm terrified of dying. I've said this before. But the thought of dying without seeing you again, I start to lose control and start to scream. Yep. I start to scream. I'm imagining myself, depending on the kind of death I have, if it's going to be conscious, or perhaps I'll have a stroke and just be, you know, gaga and crapping myself in bed and oblivious to everything. But if I'm conscious of it, they're going to have to tie me down because I'll be screaming for you. Screaming. And I'll tell you something. I'll come back and I'll haunt you. I will. You have to break free from the kind of process you've been put through by your mother. I forgive her for everything. There's no hate. I've got past all the hate. I'd forgive her now. I'd forgive her. I'd take her out for a meal. Yeah? We're trying to get a little place in Spain. Yeah. Got a place in Spain where she can go and sit in the warmth and have a swim at the communal pool that we're going to get. And read her books in the sun. I wish her that because she gave a lot to me, a hell of a lot to me, right up until that night. But since then, as I said, she's been brutal. And Day, it's funny. Doing what I'm doing now, I'm internalizing. I'm feeling all these things. It means nothing unless I speak. There's a part of me that's brought up to be modest. Talking about yourself is anathema. I can't help it. It's still there. Do you know that? I first heard that saying in the 1960s, in the middle of the 1960s in art school. I was going for an interview.
You're doing all the talking, Pat.
I know, I'm finishing now. And it's funny you should just get there, because that was just about my last thing. Sell yourself, they said. Sell yourself. Ooh. Sell yourself. I could have shoved my portfolio up their jacksies. Right. That'll do me for now. There's loads more. Tons of it more. I should write it down, but somehow I don't want to be sitting there. I live it all, it'll come out. Go.
Not a single reply from any of your emails. Why is that?
Do they know what they're doing to us? Do they know or care?
Do they think we're pretending to?
No, I should stop saying us because, well, no, I can't. We are together.
What do they think? We just pretend to cry, we just pretend to get sad.
Yeah. Do they think we're leading a great life? They think we're having a great time going out.
Struggle through every day.
Yeah, they must be aware.
What do you think, guys? Come on.
You're trying to preach to them.
Yeah, I'm preaching to them.
Yeah,
because they're wrong.
No, they're. But you see, they've already killed me. See, you got to talk for yourself, I'm afraid, because they won't do anything for me, because I'm already dead and
They're
gone.
not doing anything for me.
Yeah, and that's just because of me. And yet, I don't know. Aren't they overdoing it with you? I mean, what do they think? Don't they know the bloody fucking damage that's happening to you?
It's time to take this stuff to someone.
Listen, I'm talking to keep this boy alive.
All my unanswered texts, I'm telling them to someone. And I'm going to get them to contact Mum, Monty and Dee Dee. And I'm going to say,
who?
Someone. I'll find someone.
What?
Psychiatrist, someone.
Can you blow your nose, mate? Have you cleaned your teeth today?
No.
Jesus. Sorry. Personal hygiene, man. Don't let that go, mate. I know nothing counts, nothing matters except them, I know that, but you know, it's not going to help to get living crap, is it? Sorry, you were saying something then, I
Just
got
got to show police, anyone, why aren't they answering any of my texts or emails? Not reply. Not one character, one letter.
Yeah, it's what your mother's done. I'm sorry, Judy, like I just, sorry, I keep getting her name mixed up. Sorry, Jenny, but, when you stop, I'll forgive you. Okay? I know when you watch this, you'll be thinking, yeah, I need you to forgive me, you can stuff your forgiveness. Well, nothing.
Do you know
None of that. What? Oh, you're getting on my bloody nerves now, Ben.
She said to me,
Was that a laugh or a cry?
cry.
Sorry, mate.
She said to me,
What?
do you think Monty and Dee Dee going to forgive you to keep on seeing Dad.
She said that.
Yeah, a few years ago now.
Yeah. Well, as I said, when she stops, I'll totally forgive her. And I would love to be friends. I would. Yeah. However unlikely that may seem, I would. However, until then, I'm going to be totally critical and totally honest about what she's doing, which is brutal, inhuman.
Yeah. There's
Okay?
no other words to describe.
Yeah, I don't know why women are forgiven for acting like this and not condemned outright. If a man did this to a woman, now this isn't sexist.
Prison.
This isn't sexist. I couldn't give a shit about men or women. Yeah?
It's people.
Yeah? But I'm just saying, culturally, sociologically, if it's the other way around, there'd be outcry. How could you?
Yeah.
I think the judge summed it up. He said to me when he renewed the injunction, though he didn't want to, as I said, he did, because he thought he'd be playing safe to do it that way. He said, you're going to need broad shoulders, and that's sort of total bollocks. He had an OBE, that judge. Yeah. I don't know why he got it, but I know the B stood for bollocks. He comes up with some hackneyed old cliche. Broad shoulders. They think that men can't have broken hearts. Can't. I mean, I miss my sons. I can't see a blue sky and really think it's beautiful. I can't see a green valley. All the things I used to love. I think it's beautiful because I haven't got my sons, my 3 sons. Not fair on you. It's just not fair on you. I can't love you properly or make your life happy because we're not all together, or rather at least talking, communicating. And it's not going to go away. It's 20 years this August, and time has stood still. Yeah, I'm talking again. It's always going to happen, isn't it? It's always going to happen. I'm always going to... one thing Tommy did criticise me for, that we have to do again. Tommy said when he was telling me that, the nasty things that he hated about me. I don't think he actually said this, he might have done, but the one thing I am guilty of, and still am, when Tommy used to ring up, we had problems with the computer. He'd sit in the office on the phone, and I'd say, I'll leave you to it, and I'll go out the door, and then I'd listen in, and I could hear he wasn't, as far as I was concerned, he wasn't getting things sorted. And I'd come back in, and I'd say this, say that, say that. I put tremendous pressure on and things like that. Well, I didn't think it was the crime of the century.
Come on, yeah.
Yeah, but it was me being about, well, you know what I'm like when you're ordering a takeaway. Because a couple of times they took it to the wrong village. They had a road with a similar address to us. And since then, every time you go to order it, I would say, make sure they know it's in Sandmouth, not Kilgetty. And I'm doing this to you. So now you actually go out and shut the door, don't you, when you order? Yeah? So that's bad. Yeah, it was bad. But, it was a one thing. And then the thing about criticising, they said I ridiculed his tea when he'd make a cup of tea in bed on a Saturday morning. It was a joke. Jesus Christ, it was a joke.
All turned into serious things.
But Jesus Christ, she knew that, and it's such an evil and wicked thing to do. To do that, knowing he would be susceptible and believe it.
Yeah.
And who knows what they talked about that last night they left together. How he was all in a hell of an emotional state, and she knew. she could just
Monty's poisoned, Eddie.
poisoned.
Yeah.
He's
When you
one-
got him that drone, and about for his birthday in 2013, he thought we were saying of a way that you were spying on him.
Yeah, alright, so then.
Yeah.
Yep, alright.
So on, if he wasn't poisoned in
Sure,
any
sure.
way, if his mind wasn't bent.
Yeah, but that's alright, Ben. He's just that's because it's been done to him.
Yeah.
Right?
You're telling me he got that way on his own, is it?
Had your mother encouraged him to not think, say, look, I don't know what's gone into Daddy's last
And
few
I
months.
poisoned his mind even more. Because they made me bury you, and I did.
What are you talking about now?
When in 2015 August.
And that doesn't mean anything to other people. Listen, we've got to think of the audience. You have to tell them a story.
I know.
Or at least make it comprehensible. Oh, you mean
Yes.
what? When you wrote something down?
Yeah.
You wrote down, oh, that I was this horrible violence I wanted to...
Yes.
Yeah. Well, oh, and then you recorded me at night when I was
After
asleep.
I pissed you off all night, yeah.
It was sometime in the early hours of the morning, is it?
Yeah, I was burying you.
Yeah,
Because
you wanted to... Oh, because
just
I
wanted to-
told you to get out, because you told me all you wanted to do
we're
was
smoke
smoke
weed.
weed and do nothing all day.
Yeah.
And I told you to get out.
Yeah.
And you left.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know if you were coming back. And that's when you did all that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you something, Ben. Right?
Yeah.
As horrible as what you told me you'd written,
Yeah.
the things I'd said, I don't think your mother had any cause to complain, because had it been the other way around and she'd suffered being without her boys
Yeah.
for all that time, completely cut off,
Yeah.
she'd have been ill, sick, mad, yeah? She'd have been homicidal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really homicidal, not just talking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This, they cannot think the way they feel or blame you anymore. They can never blame you anymore. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they can blame you
Been out
because,
of your life for 20 years. How can they blame you?
because for 5 months, 3-4 months, whatever, I can't remember, I just went nuts. You know, boozing, smoking that bloody cannabis rubbish. Out of my mind, paranoid. I'm not blaming that stuff. I said this before. It's up to me. It was my way of, my choice of doing it. Stupid asshole. And I wasn't big enough. Your mother didn't deserve that. You know, there were faults, but she didn't deserve that. However, had it been me, I'd have known. And it was the other way around. If it was her doing that to me, yeah, for the same reasons. Is that cat about to take a dump on our lawn?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
Ah, marvellous. Is it Sylvester or the...
It's Jenny.
Yeah. No, we don't say that. Yeah.
Oh no, it's a Sylvester. Sorry.
Thought it was. Right. Good. Anyway, had it been the other way around, I'd have said, oh my God,
Dad.
I understand what she was doing. No, listen, this is important.
Yeah.
I'd have understood what she was about. I'd have forgiven because I was motivated to. Why? Because I loved her. Because I loved her. And therefore I would go to any lengths to forgive and understand. I'd always find some way of understanding, forgiving. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh.
But not so for her, which is, I guess, the biggest fault that we uncovered.
If these
That
walls...
she didn't love me, really. Which is fine, that's her. And it's for her to get out. Fine. But the way she's done it all, I'm sorry, the world's got to know. I know, actually, if she would stop now, she's not going to be all over the YouTube, and I mean, not by name, even anonymously. Yeah, I'd rather not do it this way, but we have no choice. We've no choice. We're keeping it anonymous.
If these walls could talk and record video, and you see the way I treated Dad, you would say, Ben, fuck off, and you would say, Dad, we love you.
No, you haven't treated me bad. You've just been you reacting in your own way to stressful, difficult circumstances made it bloody impossible. Look, I have to tell Mum that, well, we're sending her a copy of a letter, which is something she has to look at.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming through our solicitor.
Yeah.
And, well, we wanted to make sure this time that we had everything proper.
Yeah.
Proper. Because other communications, God knows how, thanks to the wooden tops that she put onto her, she's turned round on us in some way. It was almost like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Our attempts to bring humanity back, she just turned into hatred and fear and right. Well, this isn't very good. This is nothing like as lucid and as articulate as I think. Oh, we're going to film soon, and I'll say all these things, you know, and it comes to me so lucidly and clearly, and lots of it. Now I tend to remember just snatches of it, and it's repetitious, or it's all of it, I don't know, distraught. Anyway, I'm saying no more. If you want to carry on, mate, you carry on.
You know, I think all of our problems, every single one of the family, is we're afraid of normality now. Things being normal, things being happy. We are so set in our ways. We are afraid of happiness. We are afraid of normality. That's my biggest fear. And I think, well, I know, not think, but unless we overcome that fear, we're doomed.
The dynamics of our family situation are this. It's gone on for 20 years, so therefore it's become the norm, the status quo. Yeah? Any challenge to that is frightening. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We have to break our world down, challenge it, change it all. No, we've resolved it, we've settled it. This is the way things are. This is it. So that's going against us, of course, and the longer things go on, you know, the more difficult it is. However, that does not change in them being as wrong as all fuck out. Yeah? As wicked and wrong and insanely bloody cruel as all hell.
Yeah.
Doesn't change it at all. And Dave,
we could not do this to you.
Sorry, I said Dave there, I got it mixed up.
We could not do this to you for a single second.
Yeah, we've done that one. This is...
Couldn't do it. What are you doing? You're wrong.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And, Day, because I talk about this, saying that I know how it is for you and Monty. I know that you've buried me and moved on. Yeah? It makes it sound... No, you too. You just...
No, I can't breathe.
Alright. It
My
makes
arms
it.
feels funny.
Right, okay, take it easy. Remember, both of us seeing a cardiologist, mate. One of us is enough. It makes it sound that I somehow can accept it, and I don't see anything wrong with it. I'll never accept it. Never. Till my dying breath. I'll never accept it. I'm just not in any health now. I'm wheelchair bound. I'm seeing a cardiologist. I've got congestive heart failure on top of, a shitload of disabilities. And I can't get to you physically. It's impossible for me. But don't ever think that I accept it. No. I recognize it, and I see. I was also about to say the momentousness of the challenge. There is no momentous challenge. It's simple. We get together and we talk. That's as momentous as it gets. Couldn't be more simple.
If Dad is crazy and if I'm crazy and brainwashed, then come and fucking shout it at us and come on.
Yeah, let's discuss it.
Yeah.
Let's discuss it. Let's examine my
If
behaviour.
you're so right and we're so wrong, then come and tell us off in front of the world.
What did I ever want for Mum for the last 20
hell.
years? I told her she was as free as a bird. I've never made any demands on her. No threats or no, or any demands on her at all. Yeah? How does my behaviour compare to hers? Let's examine that in detail. Yeah? Who's been talking love? Who's been talking communication and openness?
Yeah.
And who's been just twisting and slamming doors and woof. But let's talk about it.
Talk about it. Come on.
We got to talk about it. We've got to. Okay? And, Dave's girlfriend, his partner, Day Day's girlfriend, I'd love to be able to talk to her. I really would. And Mum's brother, Uncle Peter, Flyaway Peter.